member for that contribution. Yeah. And I give the call to the most honourable member for Ryan.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Helping children to speak and find their voice is the motto of the Glenleighden School, located in the leafy suburb of Fig Tree Pocket in my electorate of Ryan. This unique prep to Year 12 school, indeed the only one of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere, supports children and young people with disability for whom language is their primary challenge. Established almost 40 years ago and supporting more than 1,000 students to achieve their goals during this period, the Glenleighden School provides comprehensive, multidisciplinary programs through a combination of teaching and therapy to prepare children for the next stage of their education and/or their career. Last Thursday, I had the privilege of joining the Prime Minister at the Glenleighden School to showcase the truly heartwarming work of a dedicated team of staff and support workers, and more importantly, to create smiles amongst the astute students. School Principal Ms Deborah Creed was there to greet the Prime Minister and me, literally with open arms. This was a very memorable occasion. For it was not only the first time a Prime Minister had accepted my invitation to visit the electorate, it was also the first time a Prime Minister had visited the Glenleighden School. For students like Isaac, whose father Simon wrote to me afterwards, this was a major occasion and one which he and other students will never forget. Isaac's father also showed his gratitude for the Prime Minister's visit, saying, "I feel it is important that politicians hear about those occasions when, as a person, they have really positively touched someone's life." The Prime Minister engaged with many students on a personal level, one of whom was Ben, who sold the Prime Minister some of his home-produced honey. The Prime Minister also took time to sit in the reading chair and engage with younger students while reading them the favourite story, The Very Busy Spider. Mr Deputy Speaker, the Coalition is committed to educating Australian students to the highest possible standard. Equity and fairness is espoused in the teachings at schools right across Australia, and the Glenleighden School is quintessential example of this. Often our speech is taken for granted as something we use in our everyday lives to communicate. Imagine being in the shoes of a person with disability whose language is their primary challenge, not being able to speak with others or express emotions verbally. With the nurturing staff at the Glenleighden School, children with a language disability are afforded the opportunities to fulfil their potential and live life the way most others do. Through the changes to the education funding, students at the Glenleighden School will benefit because it is a fair system and a needs-based one. I'd like to again thank the Prime Minister for visiting the electorate of Ryan and taking the time to appreciate the unique work undertaken by staff, pupils, family and